Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a shoe review. So if you like these types of reviews, then please consider subscribing and I will get into the video now. So I have just spent all of today filming a video which is like 3 different ways to style a smock dress, which is this one that I'm wearing. I did do a Missguided haul where I bought this dress from, so I will link that in the eye if you want to go and watch that one. And I'm not sure if this video will be going up before that other one, but I will also link the other one that I've worked on literally all of today in the description box below as well, and also linked throughout this video at some point. With the review, I did say how I was looking to do more shoe reviews and everything, so I figured I would carry on with my New Rock review series thing that I mentioned a while ago but kind of never got onto doing the next pair. So the pair of shoes I will be reviewing today are these ones, and as you can probably tell, they are a New Rock pair of shoes. Not really a surprise there. These are called the, I don't know if I'm going to say one of the words right, but they're called Cuna, S-U-N-A M- I think it is, SP9842-S2. So quite a long name. I will show you the box. So I have had these for quite a long time, but that's what the sticker looks like and the name. So these are what the shoes look like. As normal, I will be doing a try on probably more towards the end of this video, so there will be that too. But I will be talking about size, the main features, the price, where I got them from, any issues I had with them, and my overall opinion on whether they're worth the money or not. These shoes, I've had them for quite a few years now, probably my 3rd pair of New Rocks, I think. So I will go through the main features of them first. So I do just have one of them so I can actually hold them up, and yeah, this is what they look like. Very kind of original looking, not like any other shoes I've really seen. So the main kind of feature of these are the sole. So this is called the Cuna, if I'm saying that right. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but this is the Cuna heel. So when you click on that on the New Rock website, all the shoes have this kind of really dramatic wedge heel. So it does feel quite solid. It's a bit squishy, but it's not like that horrible cheap foam that drives me crazy. It is like a really sturdy material, and it does have this kind of pattern down here with all these lines. And as you can see, it does have quite a dramatic like swish down. So your foot is at quite an angle, and then at the base of them, I do have a piece of dirt, so ignore that, but they do have a non-slip sole which just says that there, and it does have a mini New Rock logo in the centre, and then it does say that they're made in Spain. And as you can tell, they are quite a wide pair of shoes, so I will get onto that later, why that's a good thing. And then onto the kind of top of the shoe. So it just has the back area here, which is plain black. You can see they have been stitched rather than just glued. So they have quite a big toe area. Kind of reminds me of the Demonia toe areas because it is quite round and wide. And then it does have a New Rock logo at the front there on kind of a slim rounded panel. And then it has these really cool crisscross buckles. So they do start on this side and then they cross over, and then they do have the New Rock buckles and the eyelets. So all of these eyelets down here and also the buckles, they both have the New Rock logo printed on all of them. As I said in my previous spring boot review, which I will link up in the eye, I did mention how some people can get annoyed about brands kind of stamping their logo on everything, but to me it proves that it's not just like a cheap generic buckle that like anywhere could have bought. They have actually gone to the effort of making all the parts of the shoe themselves, and for the price that's kind of what I would expect from a shoe. So I do like that about them, and the back is just kind of the same but less detail. So overall, quite a plain pair of shoes. There isn't a crazy amount of detail. It's not like the spring boots or anything, but I'd say the heel is where the main focus is. And they do also have New Rock stamped out at the back, which is actually quite subtle, to be honest, but it is there. So that's kind of the main features of this shoe. I will go on to the pricing next. So I did just have a look before I sat down to film this, and on the official New Rock website, these retail for 199 euros, so maybe 190 pounds-ish. And that's definitely on the pricey side for these shoes. I bought these for around 120 from a company called New Rock Boots and Shoes, I believe. And I did have a look before, and these do usually range between 120 and 190 pounds. So I will link the cheapest one in the description below, and also the New Rock official website one. But I did see them on eBay for 120 brand new in the box and everything. So if you are looking for these, definitely have a look around. That's definitely something I've seen with New Rock. When I've bought all of my pairs, they've always been cheaper than what they're going for now. So I'm not sure if just the price increases over time. I definitely didn't pay £200 for these. I paid, I think, around 120, which I feel like is expensive for shoes, obviously, but kind of on the cheaper end of New Rock, because their shoes can go up to 200 and 300 pounds. So that's how much these ones cost. As I said, I did get these from New Rock Boots and Shoes. That website closed down, which is a real shame because they had some really good affordable shoes. I have seen these, as I said, the New Rock website, eBay, Amazon might do them, and I've also seen them on Silverheart, which is another company that I have ordered from before. So I would say they are reliable. But again, they are £190, so definitely on the pricey side. Something else to note about these shoes is they're not always sold everywhere. So they're not like the reactor boots, which are really, really popular, or the shoes where they're just everywhere. They are kind of more of a, you have to hunt for them pair of shoes, otherwise they don't really come up on the website, if that makes sense. But I will leave a few options down below if you are interested in these shoes. As for sizing, so as you could tell on the box and as it says inside the shoe here, I did get these in a Euro 36. Yeah, so as you can see, it does say a 36 with the New Rock logo inside. So a Euro 36 is a UK 3. And the main problem I've had with New Rock has to be the sizing. I just can't really get a pair of shoes that's like perfect for me. So with the spring boots that I reviewed last, I got those in a Euro 37, which is a 4. And they fit okay, but they are a little bit big. And as I mentioned in that video, I do wear kind of thicker socks and insoles, and they fit fine. And I'm not too bothered because they are winter shoes anyway. So I am going to be wearing thicker socks with them, so it's not that much of an issue. But obviously these are very much summer shoes. So I was hoping to wear these with kind of frilly socks and patterned Killstar socks and all of that. Although these are a size smaller, they're still too big, which I just don't understand. I think it is due to the width of them, because they do appear quite wide despite the kind of built-in insole they have. And I do usually have to wear 2 pairs of thinnish socks with those. At the moment I have frilly socks on, which I did the try on, and they were a bit too big, so I definitely have to have another pair of socks on with those under them, which in the summer isn't really ideal because you don't want your feet to sweat and be all uncomfortable and stuff. So that is an issue I've had with them. And another issue I have had is because of that, I still feel like I have to do up the buckle quite tight. As you can see, there's loads and loads of options on these. So I do usually have them done up like this. And as you can see, there is a gap between this eyelet, which is a bit strange. And these are kind of more consistent down here, and again there is a gap down there as well. So if I do them up to this hole, they're too tight, but if I do them up to the one they're on now, they're fine. But when I'm walking, especially if I'm walking a bit downhill or something, I do tend to do them up on the tightest one, so I feel really secure in them. And they feel fine for about 20 minutes, and then the tops of my feet start going numb, and I'm like, well, that shouldn't happen. So I do end up loosening them off, but again, I feel like if there was the eyelet in between those two, it would be the perfect fit. But because I have to choose one or the other, it's very much either they don't fit quite perfectly or they're way too tight. So that is an issue I've had with them. That is quite a normal issue for me, to have problems with sizing of shoes. That might not be a problem that you have, but that was just something to mention in this review, because that is kind of the main problem I've had with these, is this can be quite tight across your foot. As for comfortability, that kind of goes in with that. With the heel does measure about 12 centimeters from the very top down to here, and it's more like 10 centimeters across there. And the platform says it's about 6 centimeters on their website, which I think is taken from here, and then down here it's more like 5 centimeters. So it is quite a height, despite them looking quite comfortable. So I'd say they're not the most comfortable pair of shoes I own, obviously, because they are heels. When you put them on, they do initially, I still can't say that word. They do initially feel quite comfortable, and you're like, oh, this is really nice, I could just walk about in these all day. But then after a few hours, they do begin to hurt your feet when you walk. I did buy some of those gel cushion things to go in the toe area, which I haven't put in yet, but I am going to test those out because I really love these shoes. I think the design of them is so unique. I love how they look when I wear them, especially with frilly socks. They just look so cute. And I love the heel, despite it being ridiculously high. I think it kind of depends on what you're used to, because obviously they're not the highest pair of shoes. I only own 2 pairs of heels, this included, and I'm not really used to walking at a height, to be honest. So these are kind of my limit for high-heeled shoes. So yeah, I'd say it kind of depends on what you're used to, but overall I wouldn't say heels are comfortable anyway. I'm not sure if I explained that very well. I'd say overall they're pretty comfortable, but after a few hours they do tend to hurt your feet, like most heels do. So they're not anything like revolutionary or anything like that. Now, as I mentioned about the width of them, as you can see, they are very, very wide, especially here. Like, that is super wide. So what I do like about these shoes is they're very stable. Despite the whole sizing issue, when you've got them done up and everything, when you're actually walking, you feel really secure in them. I did again mention in my spring boot review that when you're wearing platforms and heels at height, you do want to feel really secure on the ground, because obviously if you do fall over, it is dangerous and embarrassing as well. But I really like how secure I feel in these. I haven't ever felt like I was going to fall over or anything. So I really do appreciate the quality of the platforms and everything like that. So they're definitely stable shoes, definitely very cute, also very, very high quality. Obviously this is New Rock, so they are mainly known for the quality. I did get these in real leather. Most of their shoes are real leather. They have a few vegan options if you're into that, so they do have a few, but I think to get these in vegan leather you would have to have them custom made, which would mean ordering through the official New Rock website. So yeah, I did get these out of real leather, which is my favourite. I have had a few comments accusing me of animal cruelty, which is just not needed because real leather isn't animal cruelty. I have explained in multiple videos, but I do prefer real leather because it does form to your feet, it does bend over time with your feet, and also when you move, the leather like moves with your feet, and that's the main issues and again why I won't buy like Demonia or Killstar shoes, because first of all they're not really stitched, they're just kind of cheaply glued, which I don't like. And also because this would have been plastic if it was Killstar, for example, or Demonia, when you move your foot when you walk, this bit isn't moving with your foot, it's just kind of solid plastic. So when you pull up your heel, this is always going to be tugging against the heel and the actual shoe part, which is why they just kind of come undone and it's a disaster. So I really do like how well these are made. They do have really thick stitching down across here. I will just try and show you that. But you can just tell by like seeing them, the quality is definitely there. The stitching is super thick and they just feel like a really nice quality. Again, the sole is really sturdy. Overall, a really nice pair of quality shoes. I feel like to justify the price, you would have to make sure you're wearing them. I'm glad I have them, and I feel like if I didn't have them, I would 100% be looking on the website being like, oh my gosh, I really want those shoes. So I am glad I have them, but I feel like I should wear them a lot more than I do, because I do tend to wear these just for like concerts and short distant walking. So I wouldn't really wear these shopping or anything, because as I said, they are not the most comfortable for me, who's not experienced with wearing heels. Sizing for a minute. I'd say if you are looking at these shoes, definitely send them a message and see, but I would say that these do fit quite wide, especially because of the heel, and I'd say go with your normal size or size down. I do own a pair of boots in a UK 3, which is a Euro 36, and they're really tight across here. So I was really surprised about that after I had these, because I did get these before that other pair, and these are a bit loose. So I would say there's definitely inconsistency between the sizes, and that's definitely down to the type of sole. So that sole is actually quite a narrow one, whereas this is very wide. So that is something to note about these shoes, if that was a question that you had. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope I didn't forget anything. If you are looking for these shoes and you had any questions about them that I missed out, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Let me know if you own any pair of New Rock shoes or any of the boots in this really nice heel. Please like this video if you did enjoy it. Comment down below, as I said, if you have any questions about these shoes. Press the notification bell if you want to be notified when I do upload. And as I said at the beginning, consider subscribing if you like these types of videos, and you'll be able to find my videos a lot quicker. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.